Welcome to the Suerte del Molino farm, Andalusia in Spain. Disaster struck again, and we have a big smile on our faces because we are learning and growing, and somehow we think we are close to solving our earthen dam wall structure design. Here we have a hole under my top wall through the soil, and then the water went that way. I was here at midnight, but was too busy trying to do something about this to then the recording as well. So what happened is, as the water was coming in through the culvert, creating lots of waves on top of the water as it rises, and that area had no protection like I've done there, so it washed away the top, and then the pressure of the water just pushed through, and the rest is history. Water will just flow, and this is a little bit awkward because I have to bring rocks, many rocks by hand. There's no way that the excavator can come through this mud here, and I have to fill this up, reinforce it, cover it with mesh, cover it with stones, and I am confident it will keep, it will stay. I made a simple fatal mistake. I thought the current will be where the churning will be, where the water leaves this culvert, even if the water dams up. But I was hugely mistaken. So the water, the top water became the torrent, and that is what eroded the soil, and that is what caused this problem. So the gabion prevented it from just ruining this whole wall, and I'm happy. So minor repairs. We have some dry weather the next 2 weeks, so I'll take my time. And then the water came down here into the old erosion gully, and it filled this first old pond, and the second old pond, and the third newish pond. And because this has been filled with logs and then soil on top, the water runs subterraneously, and then it left where the erosion gully ended. So all this was underground, and now and then it will surface. So it came out here, and it did not breach my very first earthen wall, and then it pushed through the canal, and it started feeding the swales towards the creek. It didn't reach because it was not that much water. There was some quick rain, about 5 minutes, and a lot of water running, but I'm happy. It is quite soft rain, no erosion. In the meantime, this is the middle canal. The water used to come here and cause erosion to go into that swale. Now it comes down here into this canal, and then it runs that way and eventually right to the other end. I dug this by hand, and as soon as I can, looks like, as I've said, a dry spell the next 2 weeks. Then I'll bring the excavator in here and make swales up to there, and then jump down and above that oak tree, take it right to the end. Exciting times. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 swale systems here. They all hold water, and that makes me happy. But let's go and see the other culvert. The water here. The whole farm is turning green. Less than 5 days since the first rain, and I am bringing in everything that I might lose, because soon this will be meter and a half high, and I won't be able to find things. This is the magic transformation. I'm thankful, I'm happy, things are happening. Meanwhile, as I said, here at the main culvert, I deliberately, yesterday before the rain, where the dogs are now, placed 3 cinder blocks filled with concrete, except for a little hole between the 2 bottom ones, because I don't want too much water down here. And it actually worked well. I realized I can make the hole bigger, and a lot of water, by some way I still don't understand. Why does the water like to spill over this side? I thought it will be exactly the opposite, it will spill that way. But that's why I've put this canal here, because I thought it will be the quiet side. But somehow it's not. But I need more time to observe. Look, come down, sky, fuss. I told you not to go there. Come. And so I will need to observe better, understand. And this is the exciting thing. We fail, but every time we come a little bit closer to success and having a working system. Great, let's open the sluice gate. This is so wonderful to have some control over the water. I'm far from proclaiming that I can manage it, but at least I don't feel that I get overrun every time it rains. The water that came from that culvert through this canal, and 2 nights ago it breached over here. I patched it, I widened it, a lot of debris there, but it worked well. I'm happy. I have opened the water, the sluice gate on top there. I can hear it running, but it's amazing how much time it takes to reach here, because every time it has to fill these ponds that we have created with leaky weirs. And this is the place where I take the daily reading of the flow. So far everything is still intact. A lot of flow came through here. A lot of change in sediment. Every time I put an obstruction, it creates the dip, and then it moves some sediment. This is still here, and this temporary makeshift last moment plastic covered wall here is still hanging in there, and the only thing I have done is I have added some of these poles between 3 iron bars, so that it does not wash away this area like we have seen at the first culvert. So far so good. I'm happy. I'm learning. This is where I want to be. Give me 5 years. 3 years are gone. 1 year it didn't rain. Doesn't matter. Another 2 years I will have some form of handle on the flow here, and that will be great. I have walked past the rain meter now 3 times without checking. I presume it's more than 25 millimeters, just over an inch, which is brilliant. Nothing flooding. It's full here. And this pond, the western pond, received more water. What a great view. I like that. It's not full yet, but that will come. Still overcast, some little droplets, anything between fog and rain. Nature is changing, the physical plant nature getting green. Life is good. Till next time, goodbye.